often asked about the surviving teachings of the Templars because I've lectured on them in the past, and I think some of those teachings were actually preserved by the Companions of Devotion, who are the guild masters here in France. This is their museum in Paris. You'll see all the tools used by the Companions. They still do apprenticeships and tour the country and work with various guild masters to maintain the glass, stone, and wood of the cathedrals. And you can see some of their work here in the museum. You'll also notice the presence of Masonic symbolism, which was a part of the guild system during the time when Craft-Masonry and guild or real masonry were put together. Later, of course, craft was separated. When the guilds and craft work was separated, of course, masonry became a formalized organization, sort of a social or civic organization without the real skills. When we look at the artisan aspect of masonry, then we see where the patterns and meanings and philosophy were actually derived from the capacity to make things that were beautiful and practical. And this was considered an expression of godhood, of human freedom, and of devotion. So in the tradition, the Companions, of course, trace their tradition to a Saint Jack, who some believe was James, the brother of Jesus. Others believe it was the disciple James, who may not have been the brother. There are also other figures they have a legendary connection to in their more mythical history, like King Solomon. I think this Father Soubise was probably the 13th to 14th century beginner of the guild. Of course, Solomon is always given credit because of the architecture and symbolism of the temple of the Old Testament. The schools of the Companions still continue, and young people join these schools. Annually, the course goes from about 3 to 4 years and ends with a Tour de France, where they go around the country with different masters studying. These wooden spikes, I believe, are sort of symbolic of their high craft, which is to build a house without nails. One of the tricks the Companions kept alive was how to build spiral stairways without external supports.
Oui, c'est une société où les gars ils tournent pendant 4-5 ans pour apprendre le métier. Non, je vois, Pierre, tout ce qui est bâtiment, ça c'est les vieux outils.
Here you see a picture of a spiral stairway, and you'll notice there is no central column. This is one of the companions' famous techniques, is to build the spiral stairway with no center post, which means the stairs themselves have to contain the necessary infrastructure to support the weight.
Ouais, ça c'est des outils pour travailler pour des trous.
São obras da Bélgica aqui. Sim, o que chef-d'œuvre réalisé par.
Même pour ça, ça a fait une couche.